Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This one's a special one because I'm giving myself the gift of this Alhaitham speed paint video for my birthday so that I can talk about him for almost 7 minutes. If anyone has known me for the past year or so, either through Discord or Instagram, or the few things I've shared here in hauls on YouTube, you'd know that my love for Alhaitham from Genshin is no secret. Specifically, Alhaitham and Kaveh as a pair, but I haven't drawn Kaveh yet, which does need to change ASAP. But a funny side note, I almost just wanted to keep him shirtless. If you noticed, I kept expanding how much of Alhaitham I wanted to draw. At first, it was just going to be his face, like neck up, and then I zoomed out more to draw him looking over his shoulder. Then I decided no, that won't do. I need to draw his chest and a bit more shoulder. Anyways, this was a drawing I started, I think, during the summer, but it stayed as a sketch until about a month ago when I decided I wanted to finish it in a similar black and white manga style like when I drew Zhongli. A speed paint video for that illustration is in the top right corner. I mentioned to a friend that I was immediately enamored by Alhaitham when images of his character started popping up before Sumuru's release, so over a year ago. I was like, oh my god, who is that? And when I did the Sumuru Archon quest, he played a huge role in it, which I loved. He's a great actor, by the way. And then to find out he's a roommate with Kaveh, and well, I mean, I spiraled and continue to spiral because their relationship is my whole identity. But moving on, more about Alhaitham though. On a surface level, yeah, I am an appreciator of his character design, simple as that. But beyond looks, his personality is so funny to me. He's straight to the point, critical of everything around him, loves to read, does exactly what needs to be done and nothing more, meaning he doesn't like to work overtime or have too much responsibility. His voice lines are hilarious and succinct. Like the way he says things with a serious expression just makes me laugh. But the manner with which he goes about looking after Kaveh, albeit sometimes in a roundabout way, and then mentioning Kaveh in conversation when the topic isn't even about him. I mean, Hoyoverse just made it too easy to ship the two of them, so I put my all into drawing him as ikemen as possible, summoned whatever drawing skills I learned so far in order to come up with something that I really loved. And here we are. Even though Kaveh is not in this one, I had to incorporate some of the earliest tells between him and Kaveh, and that's Kaveh's house keys. So that's what the whole dialogue bubble is about, and with Alhaitham holding a key with a lion keychain. And then for the background, I had to draw the front door to their home. It only made sense. So even though this is nothing new, I swear that Hoyoverse keeps adding more and more detail to each new character that comes out, because I know it drives the artist community crazy from all the various trinkets and jewelry and clothing details we have to draw. And me being the type of person that I am, it's hard for me to not draw the details. I feel compelled to, even though people may not even notice or care. It's funny because there's this artist bad habit template going around on Instagram, and one of the boxes says, quote, focuses on details no one will see. And that's exactly what I do. It's hard to turn off that part of my brain because even though no one will notice, I will notice. I will know it's not drawn correctly or it's lacking the level of detail that's enough to satisfy me. While I know that can be seen as a strength, you know, like detail-oriented, whatever, I feel like it's a curse because of the amount of time it takes to draw every single thing out. But that's definitely a me problem, so I don't know. That's going to be a tough, bad habit to break. So you can see that I've already applied tones, and this was actually something I kept shifting around because I needed to pick ones that were different enough from each other on the gray spectrum. In a sense, I could easily apply colors to this if I really wanted to. You'll see towards the end where I applied a little bit of color for fun that alludes to normal Alhaitham versus corrupted canned knowledge Alhaitham. And then adding some shades and highlights. Nothing too crazy on this one since it's a simpler rendering style like cell shading compared to when I do something in full color. Sometimes I wish I could just do this more often. Maybe then I'd feel less overwhelmed and get more drawings out. Which, speaking of, I do want to do more drawings to add to my portfolio so that I can build it up, hopefully apply to more zines, and eventually turn these things into merch for future artist alleys. Those are somewhat long-term goals. I just need to keep drawing and staying focused. But anyways, the more I look at this, it's kind of looking like something out of an otome game. That'd be a kind of funny series to do now that I think about it. Like, Kaveh, pick your route to see which Alhaitham you end up with. Here's the little bit of color I mentioned earlier, but we're nearing the end and I'm just applying some halftones to give it that newsprint texture. I'm super pleased with how the drawing came out, from the line work to the shading and even the simple background. I hope you enjoyed the speed paint and listening as I rambled on about a character I'm obviously down bad for. Here's a bit of Christmas Alhaitham for you for the upcoming holidays. I'll see you in my next video. Take care.